Hey traders, Akil Stokes here, and as the title states, I have a very special video for you today. In fact, it's so special that I couldn't wait till tomorrow to get it to you. Now, I am going to warn you, it may get a little long, so before we get started, I want you to fill up that cup of coffee, I want you to go walk the dog, whatever you need to do, because I'm going to ask for your undivided attention throughout this whole video. So grab a pen, grab some paper, get ready to take notes, and get ready to experience a very, very, very powerful lesson in trading. All right, what I'm going to do in this week's weekend review is show you live footage from Wednesday's trading day. Now, this may have been the most spectacular day I've ever had in a live room. And I say that not because it was the most profitable day I ever had day trading, but mainly because we were able to hit on all cylinders today. We were able to touch on trading psychology and really have one of those aha moments, those moments where the light bulb goes off and everything seems to make sense. We were able to do that on the psychological side. On the technical side, as always, we do a great job of breaking down charts. We did a lot with structure-based trades today, and then again converted that into a pattern trade. And well, we just had a really awesome trade where a structure-based trade turned into a pattern trade, and we stopped and reversed, and we took it short and got profit both ways. And well, you'll see it in a little bit. And lastly, we did make some money, so that's always a plus. It's always good to again have a good educational day, and then pad your pockets a little bit at the end. So I'm going to show you some footage. I'm going to try and cut it up as most as I can. It's about 3 hours, but I'm going to condense it and find the best moments. But I want you guys to sit back, enjoy, and just really take in what goes on a regular basis in my live trading room. Here's what caught my attention. It's really an aggressive long. The market's moving down, moving down, moving down. As always, what am I paying attention to, guys, right? RSI. Why? Because it's the only indicator I use. So, hey, it means something, right? If I'm going to have it on there, I might as well use it. Here's what caught my attention. These wicks, right? We're spiking down. We get a long wick. We get some pretty long wicks on each of these maybe not this one, but 1, 2, 3, 4 out of these 5 candles down at this zone, we get some long wicks in. That's the market, and RSI is oversold too. That's the market nudging me, saying, "Hey, Akil, there's some type of buying pressure down here. There's something down here. I don't know what, who, how, but there's something down here that every time these markets make these little spikes, it's not letting it get that far. It's sucking it up a little bit. Push down." Suck back up, right? Then we get a higher high, right? We come back again. What do? Look left, we retest, not a higher high, but we get a move up, we come back, we retest these previous structure, this zone I was talking about, and we get the same thing, right? 1, 2, 3. So the way I'm seeing it is the buying pressure is getting higher and higher. At first, the buying pressure was right down here, right? Again, think of it, make a story in your head. It's a war, a fight, boom, that line of defense held, pushed the other side back, and then what do? We moved the line up, and now it's held again, 1, 2, 3 candles. What do? Push back up. We're retesting again. I have all the reason in the world to think that, hey, why won't we see the same thing here? So it was a nice area. Took a long opportunity this morning at, where did I take it at? 44.77. Getting stops below this previous structure. Probably could have had stops below here. Decided to be a little more conservative with this. It says if long completes a bear Gartley at 45.13. Yep, see that if we go down to the 15-minute chart. We're looking at an X leg right here. 45.26, X to A. Swing high to swing low. Bang. And I'm actually going to have this as a bat pattern. Or did I miss it by 1 tick? And you're not going to be wrong. You're not going to be wrong for either or. I'm going to have this as a bat pattern. Looking at 45.17. X to A to B coming into our 50% retracement. B to C right here. Bat patterns, as always, looking at 886. And if you want to draw it in a different way, you're going to have a Gartley pattern, essentially. Just checking the ratios. Yep. You're going to have a Gartley pattern essentially in the same place, 45, 45, 14. Looking at X to A, you're taking your B leg right here. B to C down here, looking for a CD completion up here at 45, 14. So again, following up on our conversation from the last pair, we're looking at what? I talked about 45, 30s. 35, 30s is the area. This is not a bad place to get my targets at. Why? Because this is most likely the zone where the market's going to reverse at. We don't just have one pattern. We've got two patterns in the same area. So I'm going to want to get my targets and maybe even a stop and reverse, depending on how big these patterns are, right up here around 45, 14s. Let's just see how big these patterns are as far as profit goes. 45, 17. Looking at 45, 15. Plenty of room. Plenty of room to actually take this thing. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm selling one, or I'm buying one. So I'm going to get right up here at 44, 45, 15, 45, 14. And I'm going to sell two. Mark says, so apart from the RSI, is this a pure price action trade? Yes, yeah. It was a pure structure and price action based trade. Again, basically, one of the first things we go over, just the new structure high, outside return principle. Again, swing high to initial starting point. Initial starting point, right? Initial structure high. Outside return. Retracement, whatever you want to call it. Pullback, doesn't matter. Outside return. Higher high, higher close gives us what? New structure high. Outside return. Right into a double bottom as well. Buy them up. So a pure price action trade. A lot of people pass up on this stuff. They think it doesn't make any sense until they start, we start putting in, structure-based trades, and you're asking, hey, well, why does this happen? And it really does go back to the basics. It goes back to the basics of how the market moves. Now, obviously, you got to be able to determine, where is a good place to buy, when is it a good place to buy, like that. So it does take, that skill has to be worked on. But again, my whole theory is, and my question to people is, if you don't know the basics, how can you expect to do anything advanced? So this basic of, starting point, structure high, outside return is the backbone to everything, even patterns in how we draw fibs and ratios. It's the backbone to everything. It's time, and time is everything. I always was told the saying, hey, time is money. You guys heard that before? Time is not money. Time is more than money. Time is everything. Time is more than money. Because money you can always make back. You can always make money back. I'm sure a handful of you, including myself in here, have blown accounts, right? We've blown trading accounts before. How many? Give me a yes if you ever blown a trading account. And not like, maybe you didn't tank it all the way, but you blew a significant amount of it. Yes, sadly, yes. Yes, painful, yes. No. Well, that's just weird, Denny. That's just weird. Almost, yes. How many of you guys have made money back? Maybe not trading, but you've made the money back in some form. And it doesn't matter if it's a $10,000 account, $50,000 account, a $100 account. It doesn't matter. You can make money back. You can't get time back, guys. You can't get time back. we're all on a maybe not a set piece of time, but we can't go back in time. It's gonna end. It's gonna end. So what we want to do as entrepreneurs is we want to make the most of that time while we have it. And having a career like this where you can spend an hour in the morning, do analysis, and to go out and play golf just because you want to and because you can. It's your time. You can do whatever you want with it. That's the best feeling. That's what it's about. For me, at least, that's what it's freedom. It's not about getting rich. Don't get me wrong. I want to be very wealthy. I have goals of being worth millions and millions. But what's most importantly to me is when I'm done this room 11 o'clock, I can do whatever I want. And that's the goal that we should all be trying to strive for. Time isn't money. Time is everything. All right, gang, back for the last 45 minutes or so of our session. Stopped out of the Euro Yen trade. Where's my sound for that? Ouch, it hurts. It hurts. But we're rolling pretty nice here on Euro Aussie. We're fighting past that 145 even handle, which was a significant structure zone for me. So we'll see if we can, we got about a minute. If we can get a break and close above this structure level, this will be a very, very good sign. So we can sit back and root and cheer and do backflips and wave the American flags. We did get a higher high, higher close, which is a good sign. That also allows me to do what? I can roll my stops up again. Where? Right beneath previous structure. So our previous structure lows are now right here, 44.65. We got a higher high, higher close. I'm going to move my stops up right below that, significantly decreasing my risk on the trade. Sean says Euro Aussie at previous structure stops to break even. That is a possibility as well, Sean. Yes, you can at this point you could move them to break even. Yeah, depends on your rules for trailing stops and trade management. Pound Aussie was close to my targets. We're up about 30 pips. We've since reversed. Came close, so I'm still tracking that as well. It'd be awesome if I can get two winners on this. And again, it would more than make up for what the 10 pip loss, whatever we took on Euro Yen would more than make up for that. So I don't want to sit here and watch this thing because it's going to drive me crazy, but this is a positive sign. We should, I don't want to jinx anything, we should hit that Gartley pattern completion because we just broken above the B leg. We should, but we'll see when we get there. If you're a counter trend trader, that's what you have to do. We were long up here. We bought, bullish momentum in our favor. We cashed out our profit. We made up for the loss we took on Euro Yen. And now we got to have the guts. We got to have the guts to sell into this candle, which hasn't even closed yet. We got 5 minutes before this closes. If you're going to be a counter trend trader, if you're going to be a pattern trader, guess what? You got to get used to it. This is what's going to happen. Brian said there's no structure. Gartley pattern, bat pattern completion. Don't need structure. It's an advanced pattern completion. My rules say what? Aggressive limit order. I got to take it. I don't have it. Now it's easy for me because I don't have a choice. I follow my rules. So I don't care about what this candle looks like. My rules say what? I trade bat patterns like this. I trade Gartley patterns like this. So I got to take it. But for someone that's new, you're going to be ripping your hair out over this. The pure fact that you just went from being long the entire time, reversed into this type of formation is scary. And I want you guys to know it's not bad if you think that way. If you're a counter trend trader, yeah, it's unsettling. You have to buy into bearish moves. You have to sell into bullish moves. It's tough. It's tough. That's why back testing is so important. Not only does it work on pattern recognition, but it gains you gain that confidence. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm some type of superhero or anything like that. It's just I've done enough back testing to realize that I just have to follow my plan. That I can't let emotions take the best of me. Is there a little bit of ounce of fear in me when I see this? Am I a little scared, a little worried? Yes. Just like you guys. Can I let that affect my trading? No. And that's the difference between the professional traders, independent, consistently profitable traders. They have emotions, they just don't let it affect their trading. Real quick, let me cash on out on pound Aussie as well. We're coming back up to retest structure. Boom, cashed out on pound Aussie. Again, looked at the same thing, 26.18 here, really a kiss of death. So I made some money on the cipher pattern down. If you guys remember the cipher pattern from last week, that came within a few pips of stopping me out. Made about 80 pips on the way down, sticking into it. I talked to Denny about this. This is why I don't do graceful exits, Denny. So in this case, it worked in my favor. There's going to be plenty of other cases where we roll back to break even and explode up and I get stopped out for a full stop loss. So it's not like this happens all the time. But we're looking at a 26.18 here. We double bottom down here. We actually had a kiss of death here. We came up. We came all the way back down to test that double bottom. Boom. RSI divergence right here. Bang. And then we came up to retest this leg. So made about 30 pips on it. Basically, essentially the same trade as similar trade to Euro Aussie. But that's a good, I'm happy for that one. That's good, getting back-to-backs like that. Hey traders, I'm back. It is still Wednesday afternoon around 12:30 and well, just doing another check of my charts before I head out for a meeting. Now, because we have the FOMC minutes coming out, and that's not really what bothers me, but we have an ECB press conference at 2:30, and I don't anticipate being back for my meeting at that time. What I'm going to do is close out all of my day trades. So if you remember, we had a position in Euro Yen that rolled over. We got about halfway to target one. Go ahead and close that out for today. Same thing with Euro Aussie. If you remember, we had a lot of stuff. We had a trade going up, and then we traded it right down. This one came within 2 pips of hitting targets, closing it out. And I'm going to cancel my orders here on the pound yen 15. Now, I do have a few swing trades still open. I've got I know I've got a dollar yen, a euro dollar cipher, Euro yen bat. Those are still going to stay open because the swing trades, I'm not too worried about news. But the intraday trading, the day trading stuff, once my day trading day is done, or once I'm in the position where I can't actively manage charts, manage my trades, I don't want to be in there. And that goes back to the number one rule of trading is don't go broke, or in a better term, conservation of capital. So overall, it was a very good day. If I just briefly check out what we did today, with my trades. I'm not sure if everything is calculated yet. Not yet. I took more trades than that. I may have to take a few minutes to calculate it, but I'm sure I'll be back at the end of this video, and I'll give you guys a rundown of what we actually did. Let me try it one more time. What we actually did today in the live room. We took about, I think it was I took about 5 trades today. We had the one loser on Euro Yen. I think the rest were winners. So it could have been about maybe like a 63 pip day, maybe close to 100 pip day. We'll see once I add it up. But again, the pip amount doesn't matter. It was a great day in the live room. We did great analysis, and we followed through on all of the trading opportunities that we were supposed to. So at the end, we followed our plan. And remember, process over outcome. That's always what matters most. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Do me a favor, in the comment section below, let me know what's your favorite part of the video. I know for me, the part about time is money, turning into time, and time is everything, is very powerful, just on the psychological side. I got a great response from that in the live room. And then also that Euro Aussie trade, the one that we took long, stopped in reverse, talked about psychology and fighting the battle of trading into that high momentum candle only to see it reverse and make us profit on the other side as well. Woo! That's, I'll tell you what, that's what trading is about. And one of the traders asked me in the room, said, Akil, you seem pretty happy. And you know what? I am. Those are the trades that make me feel excited, because you guys, you don't know how long it took me to get to the level where I can do that on a consistent basis, where I'm not scared, I'm not fearful. I actually have the guts to place the trade. I struggled for so long in my trading, being that inconsistent trader. I've blown accounts in the past, and just to be on the level where you see that hard work pay off is there's no feeling like it. And for you guys that are out there that think it's easy, it's not. It's not. We come in with that mindset, you know, I guess trading is easy, but to actually get to the point where you're doing it consistent is not. And it often takes a trader a bit of a journey, a bit of a struggle to reach that level. And the ones that really fight through it, the ones that put in the hard work day in and day out, looking at charts, not looking for trading opportunities, but just training their eyes, the reticular activating system, practicing. When you get to that level and you see all your hard work pay off, it's just, I mean, there's nothing like it. So, yeah, I'm excited. I made some money. Yes, I'm excited about that. But I'm also excited because moments like that show me how far I've come since I was a rookie trader, trading pivot points and 18 different indicators and no stop loss and everything out there. So you guys see I have a passion for this stuff, and I love it. And the fact that I get to teach it every day and work with traders that want to improve and get better as well is just icing on the cake. So with that being said, I'm still trying to get better, not just trading wise, but education wise as well. You know, I'm probably one of the biggest competitors you'll meet out there. So everything I do, whether it's running, racing, eating, I want to win. I want to be the best. And trading and trading education is the same way. So I always appreciate the good feedback, you guys. When I'm a humble person, but when you guys say, "Keel, you're awesome. All these videos are crazy. You're one of the best teachers out there," it really does mean a lot to me because it means I'm on my way to achieving that goal. So as always, for you guys that stuck through the entire video, I want to say thank you. I know it's long, but it shows you're dedicated. You want to learn this stuff. Thank you for spending time with me as always. And plan your trade your plan. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, share it. This is a free video, so that's the only way I spread the word. Like it, share it. If you're new and you want some more of this awesome stuff every week and multiple times a week, and you want to see my handsome face despite not shaving for today's video, hit that subscribe button and get updated first when these videos come out. So take care, traders. Again, thank you, and you have a great rest of your trading week.